Hello kids, today we are going to start the next chapter, that is chapter 4 from our NCERT book, that is data handling. And we have already done this chapter in our previous grades. In grade 3rd, 4th and 5th, we have already done this chapter and we know that what is data. So the data is a collection of numbers. It can be a collection of pictures, collection of some facts, some measurements. Okay. And with the help of all this stuff, all these things, analysis is done and some information can be gathered out. So data is a collection of facts, numbers, measures, observations, or other description of things that convey information about those things. Okay, and that we called as data. So in our daily life also we use data in many forms. How? See, we these weather forecast sites, they give us the information about the daily temperature, and if rainfall is happening, then what is the centimeter, how many centimeters of rainfall is happening. So using that information, that what is the wind velocity, what is the temperature, we can analyze the future weather also. Okay, so that weather forecast is done on the basis of the present and the past temperature, wind velocity, pressure, and other things. So that also work as a data. Next is, we live in the age of information. We constantly see large amounts of data presented to us in new and interesting ways. So in this chapter, we will explore some of the ways that data is presented and how we can use some of those ways to correctly display, interpret, and make some inferences from such data. So what is being told here is that we can have this data in many different forms. It can be in the form of a pictograph, bar graph, table, in the form of charts. So there are many ways, and most of these ways we have already done in the lower grades also. So in this chapter we are going to be a level up from what we have done in the last grades. Okay, so using this data, we can analyze this data and we can interpret many things. We can make any inferences, that is many conclusions from that data. So let us start with the topic 4.1, collecting and organizing data. So here Navya and Naresh, they are two kids who are discussing their favorite games. She says that cricket is my favorite game and I think cricket is the most popular game in our class. And Naresh says that I play cricket sometimes, but hockey is the game I like the most. I am not sure how can we find the most popular game in our class. So these two kids, they are discussing about their favorite games and then they want to know that how many students in their class or how many friends in their class like what game. Okay, so to figure that out, to figure out the most popular game in their class, what should Navya and Naresh do? Can you help them? So what they have done here is, Navya and Naresh decided to go to each student in the class and they ask their favorite games, and then they prepare a list which is given to us. So here Navya and Naresh, they went to every kid in their class and asked about their favorite game, and on the basis of that they have come out with this list which contain the name of the kid and the game they like the most, their favorite game. So here Navya says happily, I have collected the data and I can figure out the most popular game now. A few other children are looking at the list and wondering, we cannot see yet the most popular game. How can we get it from the list? So kids, what we are expected to do here is, we have this list which contain the name of the student in the class and their favorite games. Now, on the basis of this, we can always predict that, we can always see, we can always analyze that what is the most popular game in the class. So we will do it in the form of a table. So let's do one thing. Let's create a table to solve this. Okay. So here what I am doing is, I am making a table here, and this table will contain the this table will contain the name of the game. Okay, so I'm writing this as the game, and then number of students liking that game. Okay, so this is number of students liking the game. Okay, so let's start here. So what are the different games given to us? So let us try to find those. So we have to uniquely find it out. We have kabaddi first. So I'm writing here kabaddi. Wait. So this is first game kabaddi. So along with this game, what I'm doing is I am marking the number of people who is liking kabaddi here. So Mehnur is 1, Simran is 2, Ankita is 3. Then we have nobody here in this list. We have Arsh 4, Sara 5, Ananya 6. Yeah. So number of students who like kabaddi are 6 here. Going next, we have hockey. So I'm writing down hockey here. Okay. So let's start with hockey. First, this is one Jubiman. 1 is here. And then we have Aimon as 2, Rehana 3. And then here we have Leela 4, Afshan 5, Gurpreet 6, Navjot 7, and Ananya 8. So number of people who like hockey are 8. Next, we have done kabaddi, we have done hockey. Next, we have pittu, which is also called satolia. Okay, so I'm writing this name. So this is Nand is 1. Nobody in this group now. Pushkal is 2. Jivika is 3. Jivisha is 4. And Himal is 5. So there are 5 people who like this game. Okay. Next, we are done with kabaddi, we are done with hockey, satolia. Next, we have cricket. So I am writing cricket here first. So how many people are liking cricket is Yuvraj is 1, Tahira is 2, Kirat is 3, Bhavya is 4, Soumya is 5, and then Hardik is 6. So cricket is liked by 6 students. Next, what we have here is badminton. We also have badminton. So let's see how many people like badminton. Okay, Arna is 1, Denzi is 2. Okay, so there are only 2 people who like badminton in the class. Any other game? Yes, we have football also. So let's write down football. So for football, we have Kompal is 1. Nobody here. Rajesh is 2. Thara is 3. Devabrata is 4. So for football, we have 4 students. So now I think we have covered all the games. We have kabaddi, we have hockey, we have satolia, we have cricket, we have badminton, we have football also. And we don't have any other game in this list. Okay. So now this is done. So let's go to the questions now. So kids, I hope you understand that how we have made this graph. We have uniquely write down the name of the games here, and then we have counted the number of students in the class who like that particular game. Now let's go to the figure it out. What would you do to find the most popular game among Naresh and Navya's classmates? So this is what we have done. We have made a table and we have write down the name of the game and the number of students who like that particular game. Now, what is the most popular game in this class? So if we see here in this table, most of the people like hockey. Okay, so the most popular game in the class is hockey. And how many people like hockey? there are 8 kids who like hockey in the class. Now, try to find out the most popular game among your classmates. So, the same set of activity you can also do in your class, where you among your classmates can decide the number of games, find out the number of games they like the most, and then you can write down the number of students in your class who like that particular game. Okay, so this is one activity which you can do in your class. Next is Pari wants to respond to the questions given below. Put a tick mark for the question where she needs to carry out the data collection, and put a cross for the questions where she doesn't need to collect the data. So this is the list of questions, and we have to see whether which questions need to collect the data and which do not. So the first is, what is the most popular TV show among her classmates? So kids, if she has to decide that what is the most popular TV show among her classmates, then she should know that what are the different TV shows first of all, and then how many classmates, which classmate like which show the most. On the basis of that information, she can again make a table where she can write down the name of the popular TV show in one column, and in the second column she can write the count of the classmates who like that particular TV show, like what we have done above for the games. Okay, so yes, this is one such activity where she needs to gather the data from the class. So we will put a tick here. Yes, she needs to collect the data. Next is, when did India get independence? So here everybody knows that when did India get independence, and here she doesn't need to check this information from her classmates. She doesn't have to analyze it. This is something which is known. So in this case, she need not require to gather the data. Next is, how much water is getting washed in her locality. So in her locality, she needs to check that how many water is getting wasted. For this, what information she needs? She needs first of all the information what are the different activities in which the water is being used in her society, and where the water is being wasted, what all activities where the water is getting wasted, and which house or how many number of people are wasting that the water. Okay, so on the basis of this information, she can take out the decision. She can analyze the data and she can come to the conclusion. So in this case, yes, she needs to collect the data. So we will put a tick here. Next is, what is the capital of India? Again, this is known to everybody. It doesn't need any fact, figure or informations. Okay, so she need not collect data for this particular question. Okay, so I hope this is clear that in what all scenarios she needs to collect the data from her classmates and from the locality. Next is, Shri Naresh is a teacher. He decided to bring sweets to the class to celebrate the new year. The sweet shop nearby has jalebi, gulab jamun, gujia, barfi and rasgulla. He wanted to know the choices of the children, and he wrote the name of the sweets on the board and asked each children to tell their preference. And now he put a tally mark for each student, and when the count reached 5, he put a line through the previous 4 and marked it as this. So kids, we have already done the tally marks in our previous classes, but just to revise it very quickly, I'll tell you. So if we have 1, we will put a 1 bar, 2, 2 bar, 3, 3 bar, 4, 4 bar. And when the count reaches 5, we will put across this line. So this whole number, it represents 5. Okay, and now if we'll go beyond 5, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. For 7 it is one more line, 8, 9, and when it will come to 10, again we will cross it. So this means 10 here. This is something which we have already done in our previous classes. So now what is being said here is that there is a teacher named Nilesh and he wanted to bring sweets to the class. And this is the list of the sweets which he is interested to get for the kids. Now what he is doing is, he is asking every kid in their class their preferences, and he is making the count using the tally marks method. Okay, and then he Yes, he's doing that. So let us see what we have to do here. So for jalebi, the telemarks is already given. This is 5 plus 1, 6. For gulab jamun, this is 5, then 4, 9. For gujia, we have to write. So kids, this is 5, this is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, and then 3. So this is 13. So the number of people who like gujia is 13. Coming to barfi, straight, it is 3. Rasgulla, this is 5 plus 2, 7. Okay, so I hope everybody knows the telemarks. And now let's go to the figure it out of this question. Complete the table to help Shri Naresh to purchase the correct number of sweets. How many students chose jalebi? So we know that there were 6 students who chose jalebi, right? So for jalebi, we have 6 here. Then Barfi was chosen by dash students. So for Barfi, we had 3 students only, right? How many students chose Gujia? For Gujia, we have the maximum number of students, that is 13. And Rasgulla was chosen by dash students. For Rasgulla, we had 7 students. How many students chose Gulab Jamun? So it is 9 already given to us. Okay. So this is the figure it out of this. Next is Shri Naresh requested one of the staff members to bring the sweets as given in the table. The above table helped him to purchase the correct number of sweets. Now, on the basis of this information, he asked the staff member to get the sweets. Is the above table sufficient to distribute each type of sweet to the correct student? Explain. If it is not, then what is the alternative? So, the question here is that we know that this is the number of sweets, this is the this is the total sweets, and this is the number of students. Jalebi is liked by 6 students, gulab jamun by 9, gujia by 13, barfi is 3, and rasgulla is 5. So now what does the teacher do is he give this list of sweets and the number of students to one of the staff members, and then he asked him to get the sweets, these number of sweets. Okay, so now the question after this is that is the above table sufficient to distribute each type of sweet to the correct student? By this table, kids, we only know that which sweet is liked by how many students, but we don't know that which student like which sweet. We don't know if there are kids named Ananya, Arav, Sumit. So who like barfi, who like gulab jamun, who like rasgulla, we don't know. What we know is the total count, that yes, there are 3 such children who like this particular sweet. There are 9 children who like gulab jamun, but we don't know their names. Okay, so explain. This is the explanation that I'm just writing the explanation here. Answer number 2. We should know the names of the students who like the particular sweets. Okay, who like the particular sweets. Now, next is to organize the data, we can write the name of each sweet in one column, and using tally signs note the number of students who prefer that sweet. Okay, this is what we have done. Now, the number 6, 9 are the frequencies of the sweet preferences for jalebi, gulab jamun respectively. Next is Sushri Sandhya asked her students about the size of the shoes they wear. So this is question number 2. Okay. So question number 1 we have already done. We need another information, the name of the student who like what. Next is Sushri Sandhya. This is another question. Asked her student about the size of the shoes they wear. She noted the data on the board. So there is a teacher who asked the student about the size of their shoes, and she wrote this data on the board. Then she then arranged the shoe size of the students in ascending order. So first of all, what she has done, she has noted the shoe size on the table, and then she has arranged that number in the ascending order. So if we look into this number, if we look into this order of the number, there are 3 students with the shoe size 3, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the size 4, these many with the size 5, these many with the size 6, and 1 with the size 7. This is the information which we can easily gather out from this sequence. Okay. So now help her to figure out the following. The largest shoe size in the class is. So since she has already arranged the data in the ascending order, we can easily see that the largest shoe size is 7 here. Okay. So it is 7. Next is the smallest shoe size, that is 3. Next is there are dash students who wear shoe size 5. So let us see how many students are there who wear the shoe size 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So there are 10 students who wear the shoe size 5. Now, there are dash students who wear the shoe size larger than 4. So, we need the information greater than 4. So, kids, what is greater than 4? 5, 6 and 7. Okay. So, what we have to do? We have to count the number of students who has the shoe size 5 plus shoe size 6 plus the shoe size 7. Let's do it. So, this is 10. Already we have done from here. Then for 6 we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 is 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15 students who wear the shoe size larger than 4. Done? Okay. Next we have is how did arranging the data in ascending order help to answer these questions? Okay, so do you feel that if we have arranged this data in ascending order, it has helped us? Yes, it has helped us because we can easily figure out. Yes, it has helped. Okay, and how it has helped? Because we can easily figure out the number of student with the larger shoe size here. Okay, that is the the largest shoe size here, that is 7 here. Okay, we can easily figure out the number of student who has the shoe size greater than 4, this part. So we can easily figure out these things from this data. So yes, it has helped. I'm writing we can easily figure out the number of students with smallest to biggest shoe size. Okay, shoe size. This is one thing. Second is we can see the number of students whose shoe size is greater than 4 as asked in question, as asked. Okay, so these things. Now what we have here is answer 3. What it says is, are there any other ways to arrange this data? Yes. How? Like what we have done for the games. What we can do here is, here we can make a table. We can write down the shoe size and the number of students. Okay, so in the question we are given the shoe size as 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. For 7 it was 1, for 5 it was 10, for 6 it was 4. Now let's see the number of 3s and 4s. So number of 3s are 1, 2 and 3. Number of 3s are 3. So I'm writing 3 here. Number of 4s are let's see the number of 4s here. So number of 4s are, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So the number of 4s are 9 here. Okay. Similarly, we can find out 5, 6 and 7. So this is the another way we can find out the number of students with their shoe sizes. Okay. Next, let's do the next question. Question number 4. Write the name of few trees you see around you when you observe a tree on the way from your home to school or while walking from one place to another. Record the data and fill in the following table. So kids, this is one activity you can do it, which you have to do. I'm giving this activity as a homework to you, where nearby your home you have to name 4 trees and then you have to find the number of trees here. Okay, so it can be mango tree, it can be your safeda, or it can be any tree. All right, you can write the name of the tree and the number of trees, and then if on the basis of that information you can find out that which tree was found in the greatest number. So the tree with the maximum number of count for the number of trees will be the greatest. Then which tree was found in the smallest number? So the smallest number in this column will be the tree which is found in the smallest number here. Then were there any 2 trees found in the same numbers? So this information you can only figure it out after you write this thing. Okay. So this is very easy activity and please do this at your home. Okay. So next what we have here is, take a blank piece of paper and paste any small news item from a newspaper. Each student may use a different article. Now prepare a table on the piece of paper as given below. Count the number of each of the letters CEIRX in the words of this new article and fill in the table. So kids, what you are asked to do here is another activity where you have to take a piece of paper, a piece of a newspaper, any article, and then you have to find out the number of times the letter CEIRX is written there. Number of times that particular letter is present in that particular article. Okay, or paragraph, anything which you choose here. Okay, and then you have to make a count and fill in this table any letter which you want to do. Okay, so kids, we can also do this activity now. Let's try to do one thing. Let us consider this portion which is I am highlighting here, from here to this question. Okay, let us try to see here only how many times we get C, E, I, R and X. Let's take ourselves to this and let's see here. Okay, so I am starting from which this portion. I will read till table here. Okay, so let's start. So we have C, E, I, R and X. Let's start. We don't have W, H, we have I here. So I is 1. Okay, so this is 1 times. I'm writing here for you. I is 1 time. Okay, I'm writing with telemarks. It will be very easy for us to do like that. And then we have C. C again, we have ones. Next, we have H. We don't have H. T, we don't have T. R, yes, we have R. R, I'm writing once. Okay, I, C, R. And then E, E, yes, we also have E. So we are writing E 2 times now. Was, nothing. Found, F-O-U-N-D. We don't have anything. In, yes, we have I. So I'm increasing in telemarks. Okay. And then the T-H-E, we have E. One more. Greatest, G is not there, R is there, E is there. I'm increasing R, I'm increasing E. Okay, then A-T, E-S-T, we have E, so 5, right? Then number, N is not there, U is not there, M is not there, B, no, E. We have E, so I'm writing one more. And then R also we have one more. So in this whole line we have got these many alphabets, the chosen one. Okay, till now we have not get C, but no, we have one C. Yeah, we don't have X. Sorry, I'm writing X, but Okay. Which, again, we have which here. We don't have WH, we have I and C. So I and C. Tree, we have R and EE. We have R and EE. All right. Was, nothing. Found, nothing. In, we have I. THE, the. 4. And then smallest, SMALLEST, we have E. We have E the most number of times. And then number, NUM, we don't have, B we don't have, we have E and we have R. Okay. Next is, were there any two? Okay. WERE. So this is ERE. There. In there also we have ERE. So we have ERE. All right. Any, don't have anything. Two, we don't have anything in two. Trees, TREES. TREES, we don't have. Found, in, we don't have. In, we have I. So this is also 5. The, we have E again. And the same numbers. So what we have in same numbers, we have S, we don't have S. A, we don't have. M, we don't have. E, we have. And then numbers. So what do we have in numbers? We don't have N, U, M, B, E. We have E again, we have R, and we have S also. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's do it till here only, because I think the same things are getting repeated here. Okay. So on the basis of this whole portion, A, B, and C, now I am writing the number here. For C, we have identified it 2 times. E, we have identified 5, 10, 15, and 20. 20 times we have got E. I, 5 times. R, 5 plus 4, 9 times. And X, 0 times. Okay. So the letter found the most number of times is 20 times we have got E. It is E. The letter found the least number of time is X. We have not found X once only. Now, list the 5 letters in the ascending form of frequency. Okay. Frequency as in how many number of times we have received one. So now compare the order in your list with that of your classmates. So this classmates thing you have to do with your friends in the class. But yes, let's arrange them in ascending order. So we have X, the lowermost, then because it is 0. So ascending is smaller to bigger. So X is 0. Then we have C as 2. I, we have 5 times. R, we have 9 times. And E, we have 20 times. Okay. So this is the letter. This is the letter and this is the frequency. Frequency means number of times it is coming. Okay. So I hope this is clear, kids. Yeah. Next is write the process you followed to complete the task. So we know how we have done this, right? Discuss this with your friend and ask what they have done. So again, this you have to check with your friends at how they have done this, their activity. Okay. Now, if you do this task with another news item, what process you follow? So even if we do this with any other article, any other news item, we are going to follow the same thing. We can pick the letter first, which we have to identify, the paragraph or the article from which we have to identify, and then we can find out the frequency, that how many times that letter, those letters instead, they are coming in that particular news item. Okay. So I hope this is clear, kids, and we are done this topic. And in the next class, we will move further with this chapter. Okay. So I will see you all in the next class now.